right. What is up, chat? Ooh, let me just do it like this. What is up, chat? Welcome to the stream. Today is day 56. Today is the day 56 of... Let's do it again. What is up, chat? Welcome to day 56 of day trading live futures on Top Step. Today we are in a trade not too long after, I guess, massive CPI. CPI was at 10:30, core CPI, PPI. Let me have a look here. What did we have, chat? We had core CPI month on month. We got CPI and year on year. We also have, oh, well, that's it. Well, that was at 10:30 tonight. Okay, that was 10:30 here. So at CPI was here. New York Stock Exchange Open was here. Okay, and now we are about almost an hour after both of those events have happened. Price has, on the NASDAQ, sort of come into, almost hit the all-time high, as you can see. These were yesterday's trades, so I'll quickly delete that for the time being. They don't need to be there anymore. But essentially, what did we have? So essentially, price at that core PPI, core CPI news, massive spike up. It respected this protected high, this most recent, I guess, 15-minute protected high. So respected it, and yeah, I guess it's, in this case, you can see it's clearly moving down. It failed to take go higher. So what we have is this leg here is the week low. Okay, so this leg here that created the impulse up wasn't able to exceed it, chat. So essentially we have a weak low to target. So that is what I'm banking on. Price did come close to it. It might have, this could be considered a sweep, could continue lower. This could be the reversal here going up. But yeah, anyways, what I am looking for is, as you can see, 15-minute in the overall structure is bullish. Everything is bullish. And I'm looking to take a sort of short continuation on the 3 minutes, or like, let's say the 1 minute. So the 1 minute, as you can see, there was a recent, internally on the 15-minute move, there was a, let's say, internal break here. The 1 minute, 1 minute break of structure. We respected this internal protected high on the 1 minute, or let's just say we can highlight, we can show that it respected this point of interest here. Okay, and that's where I took the short. Now, where you can see prices sort of, let me just pull up the actual execution. We can see here that I entered a short on this candle here, and you know, I did scale in 5 more micro contracts. So I was looking to take a short into this opposite POY, but look, as you can see, price is starting to reverse on me. This could be the push up. This could be the loss for today. But yeah, that is essentially the trade that we have today. So you can see we respected this internal protected high. It didn't break through it, and we've got this internal protected low that I am sort of toward targeting. But also externally on the 15-minute, we have this internal protected weak low. We have this weak low that was able to, that made the leg up. And so look, either one of two things can happen. It can close me out here for a loss. I'm just gonna, okay, well, there it goes. First loss tonight. So as you can see, price has taken over, taken out that stop loss. It looks like it's going to continue up. So what that means, if it does, it will most likely head towards this, it most likely will head towards this high here. So what I was saying before, this was, I guess this was a sweep of this low, which deletes that, and it means that we have a weak high to target. So this leg here is the leg that it failed to make a new low externally on the 15-minute. So that this orange leg here didn't put in a new low. So price is currently looking like it's going to head towards it. So that might be the move today. I'm just going to jot down the loss there. So that was an okay trade. I was planning to take a small, you know, quick trade there. But look, we've got an internal change of character here. I'm going to mark this up as an internal chalk. Okay. I'm just going to quickly touch up this one, 70, 50, 71, 705. Yeah, 705, 50 is where I entered, it seems, and where I exit 72, 75. 70, oh, 720, 75. Okay, so there it is. Yep, not a bad trade. Okay, so internal change of character. What that means is, look, we aren't looking for shorts anymore. we are looking now for longs. Now let's just change our bias, because internally we've got this internal change of character. Okay, so we're on 3 minutes. So that was a very small sort of weak kind of area. We want to look for a long continuation at this sort of point of interest here that I like. This sort of last down candle, it sweeps the previous candle. So I want to look at like a long, something like this, long to whatever this goes to. So that will be the next trade, chat, as we watch it fare out. But so yeah, so first trade of day loss, not a problem. That's all goodies. And yeah, we shall see how it comes out as we continue waiting for price action to play out. I'm not looking for any shorts anymore. So if we zoom out, what do we have? Yeah, I guess that's it, you know. So that's pretty much where we're at, chat. I am going to quickly make sure that this data is journaled. So bear with me, chat. Yep. Okay, well, you know what the drill is, chat. We are waiting for price to come, give us a long opportunity. And that could have been, I guess, yeah, that would have been the 15-minute long continuation, because it failed to take that low. So now we are just waiting for price to give us an opportunity to go long. We can even consider that one, but I feel like this would be inducement. Yeah, okay. Price seems to potentially be coming back here. So this will be the next internal protected high. I have a feeling that this area here would become inducement, so I wouldn't take any longs there. In fact, this would be the best area. Now I am going to set an order limit by maybe 15 micros right there. And I think this will be the most valuable place for me to take a trade, or most high probability, I guess, for the time being. Okay, so yeah, that is what I'm thinking might be the play, chat. So that might be the play. I am going to quickly double check that my trades. Okay, I'm just going to jot down that trade just then, chat. Y'all know the drill. Got to make sure everything's going good. What time did I enter? 008, 0014, 008, and 0014. I'm going to quickly jot the entries. Okay. We'll see what happens here. This candle here is 3-minute candle. Looks like it's continuously on its way up, but I do want to take a counter trend trade down here, but it's probably not a great idea. So I'm just going to wait for it to reverse into a decent area that I can take a long of off. Chat, which glasses do you reckon look better in? These black frame ones or silver frame ones? Y'all know the drill. Yeah, we continue to watch price here. Let's look, it's still on its way up. No opportunities for a valid trade for us, so we're not going to take anything. Honestly, it probably will continue going up. Let's have a look. The values were kind of neutral, it seems. Yeah, core CPI neutral, CPI neutral. Let's have a look. Okay, that doesn't look like a valid internal protected high. So we shall see. What is the 15 minutes saying, eh? What is the 30 minutes saying? Bit of a choppy chop. Leave all of these trades documented. Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly delete all these chat. Yeah, I guess the 4-hour looks bullish as well, chat. Be back, chat. I will be back. Hang tight. One sec. Alright, chat. Sorry about that. I was looking for something. What are we waiting for at the moment? We're still waiting for a good opportunity. No, we're on day 2 of these 550k combines. We just need 1.5k to pass. Looks like Steam is sort of running out this 1 minute sort of internal protected high, like this point of interest here. But I'm not probably not going to take a shot. I mean, it is probably due for a pullback, but realistically, I'm not going to take a short from here. It's just too. I mean, actually, it is in the premium area. This is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10. No, it doesn't look valid. Let's see what they're saying on Top Step.
Yeah, did freeze. See, okay, cannot believe that is on there. Brought it back live. People are salty today. I'm trying to think what. Okay, let's get into it then. We're on here. The chat seems to be on to this.
No, it was about the freezing. It was about the freezing, and then doing away with all the other platforms, and just people trying to figure out what's going to happen with their trade evade. If they had a balance in it or not, and they can't access it anymore. Whether or not that would convert into a Top Step X account with their original balance from the trade evade, stuff like that. So yeah, we've discussed stuff like that on the channel.
And well, I do believe Top Step make it right.
No, I don't know. That's what I've been asking. Whether or not those specific cases is that what happened? Like trade evade, like for example, let's say I have trade evade with TopStep. I don't. I had TopStep X always, including my live account. But let's say you had trade evade, right? And then trade evade's no longer being offered. You can't use it. So now do you get moved to TopStep X? If you have an XFA with like let's say $5,000 in balance, is that what would happen?
Alright, chat. Just a little side note here. This guy here, Braden C. I've watched him. I started watching him on TikTok, and I was super inspired. He was able to get, I think, 250k XFAs up to $100,000 or $120,000 profit. It's something ridiculous. Before taking, and it took like 60k worth of payouts or something ridiculous before got moving to live. So that was just unbelievable, honestly. So I really want to hear what he says. This guy here, Braden C. So I'm just gonna listen to him on the side, chat. He's exciting while we watch the markets and wait for an opportunity to long.
Very good. Chat seems thoroughly amused about that. It's all amusing. Absolutely. Yes, I think they did make it right. So pull this out. I get it, but it is funny. Is this awkward that you're on with us right now? You had to have expected that? Not really. Chat would catch up to this. Well, Chat did know that you're going to. Chat found it quite amusing. Okay. Well. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at that. It is pretty
What do we do with it?
Wow.
Well, cheap short if you want it.
Wow. Wow. I'm
I
stopped
know.
out.
Yeah.
No
really?
continuation.
Damn.
I mean, yeah, there it goes. Break even on the
Yo.
day.
Damn, look at that. Yeah, we saw about 30-point sell right there in the NASDAQ. We weren't just trading 780s. We're saying, let's go. Let's sell the session highs. And we're right back to 23,750. 750 last trade in the NASDAQ. 68% long on the tilt in Q. Now, look at that. Who's got long? I mean, all the longs just got stopped out. And right back into that range, that wick. You, Braid, what do you use on the use a 5-minute? What time frames are you looking at on the charts?
I'll rotate between the hourly, the 15, and the 5, and then on the right is always a 500 tick chart for the entries.
Okay. Jesse, what are you looking at in terms of time frames on your charts? Because that 5-minute, we just saw big wicks upside and downside. So what do you use to help you see the market and filter out the noise, Jesse?
I like to put my trades on the 3-minute chart, but I always toggle and get my ideas from the 15, the hourly, and the 4-hour chart. Always take a look at the daily chart, of course. But I'm a big time like levels trader. Give me some levels so that I can put some patterns on them if they're there. In this case here, man, if we continue holding above that 725 area, we got a good shot at a grind higher. But yeah, I like the larger time frames for the trade idea themselves to map out my levels, and then I put them on in my 3-minute chart, which is what you're seeing there on the screen.
Okay, cool. 725, 23,725. Last trade, 23,757. Top of the hour in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Gold beneath 3,400. Last trade, 33.84. I believe a lot of people like longs above 3,400. Right now, we're about $15 beneath that. Braden, do we go? What do we do from here, Braden?
Yeah, I
you,
mean,
you had a nice trade on there. You got wicked out in the NASDAQ.
It's frustrating, right? When you can't get what looks to be a good trade, and then this thing, just whipsaws back down, takes me out. Now it's trying to bounce. He's kind of, it's just, I mean, timing is such a huge thing in trading.
Yup.
Timing is such a huge thing in trading. And so, in hindsight, lock in profits right there, I guess. But it looked great to me, and it still doesn't look bad. It just, quick 30-point retracement takes me out, then goes higher.
Look at that. Oh.
It is what it is.
What was the net result of that trade, Braden?
So I fought back from a $400 loss. I was up unrealized about 800, I think, at the highest. So I mean, in hindsight, could have locked in profit, but I'm just happy to be back break even. And I might try to reposition myself. But yeah, I like to go break even, take some profit off the table, try to go break even, and then just let it go. But the market had other plans.
Yeah, look at that. Right back up to 23,773. What was the size, Jack? Do we see what was the size on that wick down on the 5-minute if you got it there? Because I stopped out just to see it go higher. That's the beauty of the NASDAQ, Braden. Jesse, the NASDAQ's always the tricky one. And that's exactly why. I commend you.
Yeah,
you do keep you. Go ahead, Jack. What was the size of that order?
We had a good volume pump there, about a minute, traded something like, 7,500 contracts. It wasn't like one of those big block trades we've seen when, I go down to the second chart or something.
That's unreal.
Nothing huge.
Hey guys, does my video is my sync with the audio now? Move my hands around.
Yeah, it does. Glorious.
I should have just we're at the beginning, but yeah, okay, we're good.
Okay. Yes. They did make recent new highs about 10 minutes ago, 64.43 back to 64.39. 64.39.
Back right at the top of the initial balance. Half an hour till our friends in Europe call it a day on this Tuesday.
We need the volume. We need the volume keep grinding this thing higher. New 5-minute candle, top of the hour. Yep, like Jack said, we got 30 minutes till the Euro close. After this, we do have the Thunderdome. So it's Jay. Jay will be in there refereeing the madness. Oh, grind this thing higher. That
An
was
equal
brutal.
high at 23,780 on NQ now.
Yeah, what's this?
Still looks
One more
good.
shit coming up.
Still looks good.
Oh, yeah. I'm not seeing that, Evans. Not seeing that headline from Schmidt. Nope. Still look good. I don't know if we're going to
VIX
get
is
those
below
7.
15.
Mm.
That is quite low.
Yeah, the ES is going to be grinding this thing higher. Look at this. Low volume. And just a bid. Natural bid. Bids keep getting hit. Offers are getting lifted. I wonder what Delta is. Okay, here we go. Point away from highs in the ES. What a resilient ass market. Incredible. We got a point.
Resilient ass for sure.
Jack, what are we seeing up here at these levels? Making new highs? Any opportunities? Anything we see? Any pullbacks, perhaps? Oh, you got 400 left.
Yeah, still looking for pullbacks. I mean,
Filled.
the high is
Not
like
filled. Two highs.
64, 68. It's not that far.
New highs, yes. 64.44. You know, man, Braden, what a stop down on that. Whoop.
We're
Yeah,
in
it's
danger
unfortunate
tricky.
for sure.
of right now. The ES is up 0.68% on the session. SPX is up 0.73. Let's use that. JP Morgan told us on this core CPI we would be between flat and up 0.75%. So they are riding the lightning right here. Somebody from JP Morgan has to jump into the next few points on the ES and put an end to this.
I think this 4 hard lot up at 799. You seen that, Braden? 23,799 offered 400 times. Closing in on that. Watch this. You gotta.
I'm in 5 micros, 23,788 for just a scalp through 800s. Just getting involved, light size.
Like it.
Stop will go out
Yeah,
under
no,
775.
Okay. 775 is the.
Yeah, 23,775.
Okay. Stop. Very good.
Christian, the house account was up
27
yesterday. Jesus.
You know, it was. It was. If we get this thing to go, Jesse, if we get up to the highs, if we get up to 23,800, that any significance? Just a big fat round number? Or do you want to see us get to 23,822? What do we do? How do you approach this? As we get closer, we keep grinding higher and higher and higher. What are you looking for to perhaps take another trade? Or do you want to see how we get there and the volume behind it as we continue to grind this thing? Oh, did I lose him?
I had to had to refresh the page there. It froze on me. But yeah, like now we're getting there to that 800 zone, which is that level.
We got issues. We got fucking issues. Shit.
But here I'd sit on my hands for now. If we get up towards like maybe the 810 zone, I might look for a scalp on a short, but a really quick scalp, looking for 5-10 points, something quick, now done. Because I have to imagine if we get back up towards 825, we're going to start to squeeze out. Even if we get up there, tap and pull back a little bit, I think shorts are going to be on the wrong side of this, and they're going to get squeezed out.
Yeah, we've seen that before, indeed. Short squeeze. Yep. Calling the tops here. See if that 400 lot does get filled to the upside again. Are you working an offer there, Braden? You are long from 780. Are you actively working an offer to the upside? Or do you want to see how we get through this?
Yeah, we could stall just under that key level whenever we see key levels like 23,800. We could maybe chop just a little bit and before we get that next leg. So I'm just kind of watching it. I want to see breakout here sooner than later.
We're going through it today. We're fucking going through it today.
Got the 0 date options, levels, SPX, maybe around 64.25. So that's about 5 points above here. Then 25 points above that, the big fat half round number, 6450. But that would be up around the all-time highs.
Here comes that 400 lot and the NQ. Partial, got partials there. And filled 400 times. New 23,800. 23,800 last trade. And we're grinding here.
Yeah, I'm just watching how
Holland's-
buyers react to this. I want to
Yeah,
see high
down.
90s hold. If this is a quick
We get
scalp, I want to
back
see high 90s hold other than a push through 800 here.
Nice, Braden. Nice. Braden went back to the trade. The conviction. He got stopped out, got right back into it. ES new highs. 64.46. 500 lot up at 64.50. 64.50. You can start to see all-time highs. You can start to see it. All-time highs in the
Well, we
ES.
do have a
64.68.
We have a lot of participants flopping down 0-date options on the all-time highs.
SPY new all-time highs.
Is it? Look at this.
Yep.
Yes, sir. NASDAQ, about 40 points to go. Braden on this thing. We got 24 minutes till Euro close, and buyers are stepping in and taking the ball and running. Jesse, you said you're a better bear. I get it. You make your money on the downside. You just got to wait this thing out, I guess. Or you take trades to the upside as well. I guess we're all like to be bears because the, elevator down, escalator up. Let's see if we get up to these 810s, Jesse. Let's see what happens if we get up to these 810s. Again, all-time highs, getting closer and closer in the NASDAQ. About 40 points to go. 40 points to go. All-time highs in NASDAQ. SPY, all-time highs. Jesse just said. New highs in the ES.
Very close.
Buyers, let's go.
SPX all-time high. I'm seeing as 64.27. We're at 64.24 right now. So just 3 points away. So for, the horns they blow on CNBC, we're about 3 points away in the ES right now.
20 points to go in the ES. Let's see. Okay, we did 1, 2, 3 times. We have seen some selling come up here in the NASDAQ. This was right around the high of that CPI print. That took us up to 23,822. And right now, trading 807s. 807s. Keep lifting this. Keep lifting these offers. 700 lots filled. Yep. Thank you, troops. Nice catch there. You move your stop. You trail the stop, Braden?
No, I already jumped out of that. That was a quick scalp for me. I don't really trail the
Gotcha.
stops too much.
That's right. You don't, do you?
No, I don't really ever trail. I do like going break even, but I mean that kicked me. I would be up 60 points on this trade. It came down to my entry exactly, then went.
All right, up to these 810s, Jesse. What do we do? 20,008.
Nothing for me yet. I want to see what we do when we get into those 820s.
All right, 820s, 10 points to go. Buyers, look at this thing. All right, everyone flat. Get some more news. Who's hammering on that keyboard? Who's going ham on that keyboard?
James Harden.
James going hard.
Thanks for that,
20,008, 810. 10 points from the highs there.
I'll keep scalping long entries, 790, 780s. I'll definitely look to get back in, depending on how fast this comes down.
Okay. $12 turnaround here in gold. Gold trading 33.91. We did bottom out at 33.79. Gold's seeing some buying here. Crude seeing some buying. $63.77 a barrel for that Texas tea. See if we get to these highs. So 23,000 again, 845. Less than 40 points to go from all-time highs. There's got to be some stops up here. Jack, what are we thinking here? Up at 64.47.
Yeah, I'm thinking right now at if we go just about 3-4 points higher, that'll be the high, all-time high in the spot market for the S&P 500. So we could see some action there. It's the first place I could be tempted if it goes through it and comes back through to take a short, but I'm not just going to like put my order in there at the highs.
5-minute count. 20 minutes till Euro close. 20 minutes till the Euro close. We might be making a run. Let's see. James, we're on standby. Let's see what happens here if we get through these 822s. Closing on high day. 23,816. Dow seeing buyers. NASDAQ seeing buyers. NASDAQ is on the move. ES is on the move right now. And look at that. New highs, new highs, new highs. 20 points to go. 22 points to go from all-time highs in the NASDAQ. Can we get there right here, right now on Top Step TV? We get to all-time highs. Let's click like. Let's click subscribe. Let's click bell. We got Jesse in the house. We got Braden in the house. Look at this thing. That stop out, Braden. That's so brutal. That's so brutal, man.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, it's 100 points now.
Yo. Guy, get your air horns ready. Closing in. Here we go. All-time highs. Can you see it? Can you see it?
We're 1 point
10
away.
points to go. Yep. 500 lot here in the ES 6450 offered 500 times. Seller's going to step in here. What's the tilt? Tilt 60% long. Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
We got within 1 point of the SPX all-time high there.
We got SPY, SPX. Jesse said SPY all-time highs as well.
Yep, new highs on SPY. It just keeps printing them, and there we go. We broke over those 20s and well into the 30s now on NQ. I'm not standing in front of that train. Just gonna let it do its thing.
Oh.
I'm looking at that 500 lot that's at 6450. We're gonna call that. If it hits that, that's gonna be the all-time spot market high.
5-0.
Yeah, let's just call it that. It's a little bit of a subjective thing with the difference between the spot and the futures.
There we go. History. Can we get to history? Mike Trade says target 6468. 6468. That is a 2 ticks beneath all-time highs right there. All-time. I got 6468 half. 6468. What's a couple ticks amongst friends? Euro close in 18 minutes. 18 minutes till the bottom of the hour in the Euro close. Take a look at the calendar here. Fed speakers, nothing on there. The White House press briefing at high noon central. We got the Thunderdome on after this. Let's see if we can get there. I think we're going to do it here. Yeah, we were trading 608s. NASDAQ was trading 23,006.
Andre's been sucked into the Borg just before all-time highs, leaving it away. All right. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. We're about to hit all-time highs in the SPX. This only happens, well, like 12 times a year now, but sometimes it goes a long time without doing it. It took the NASDAQ 15 years to regain all-time highs following, was it March of 2000? Whatever the high was, took 15 years. So don't take these ever for granted.
Can we get there? Can we get there? I want to go to this. Look at this thing go. Keep pushing here.
Here we are.
Gold. Another popping gold there. Last 20 minutes or so, gold is up about 15 bucks. 15 bucks. Not that spike. Not like the spike we saw on that Powell headline. But gold is grinding higher here. Let's watch this NASDAQ. 12 points away from all-time highs.
For 17 years, I believe it. Like Warren Zevon said, enjoy every sandwich. Enjoy every all-time high. Yeah. You should.
All right, they're going to try to jump in here and sell it.
Oh, they can't do that to us.
Just buy them, yeah, BTFD. Let's see if we can buy this thing. Thank you, Jay. I got a Delta update. Plus 7K in the ES. Interesting. So that is congruent with market direction. Plus 2,500 in the NASDAQ. So these buyers do have conviction. Again, they are going to market lifting offers, aggressive buyers coming in here, plus 7,000 in the ES, plus 2,500 here in the NASDAQ. And they are not done yet. Damn.
I've been on this
within
dip
one
for the
half.
all-time high push.
You're in?
Yes, sir. 23, 828, 10 MNQ long.
828's nice. I guess, Jesse, when we see this grind higher, you can stay out of the way, right? You get somebody in the dip.
I stay out of the way.
Yeah.
No, I stay out of the way for now. For me to buy a dip, I'd have to be looking for a dip into that 23,800. So I'd like to see it extend a little bit more, maybe get itself into the 50 zone before we get, a
50s.
50-point pullback, and then maybe.
834. Okay, 834. Let's get with Brady get with the trend.
Yeah, I mean, for me, when we have these markets pushing all-time highs, you get a chance or two, and in my eyes, if you don't take it, it doesn't typically give you a second chance. So I'm just trading with the trend, buying pullbacks. My entries could be better. I've waited maybe. Sometimes it's a little hard to wait for confirmation whenever you have an idea. I'd much prefer to anticipate it. But yeah, managing risk, sizing in on the dips, and scaling out on the pops. But I'm looking for this one to go through all-time highs, and I want to keep the position open for 850s and above.
We might get there. Got 8 points. 8 points for all-time highs.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah, man. Hey, you can sell the all-time highs. Get up there and work on one line and say, hey, I sold the all-time highs. But no, you managed to trade how you normally would. Here. Nope.
Yeah, we can't stop it.
Wow.
Okay, here we go.
All right, get your air horns. Here we go.
Here we go.
All-time highs. Pew,
there we
pew.
are.
All-time highs. 23,850. 850. All-time highs in the NQ. Pew, pew, pew. There we go. 64.50 half.
Simultaneously. New all-time highs SPX.
Unbelievable. So
Well, we
maybe
made
all-time
it.
highs you're asking in the ES 64.68. So got about 20 points to go or so for there, but we just made new all-time highs. Braden is long right now. Braden is long and riding the bull to the upside as we continue to grind higher here. We got Euro close in 12 minutes. 12 minutes.
So just a reminder, the reason I tend to look at the SPX for all-time highs is because it's always the spot market. In futures, yeah, we still got, 18 points or whatever to get to the all-time high in this contract. But remember, these contracts have a premium built in, right? Because we're trading the September contract, right? And if you go further and further back in time, there's a bigger divergence between the spot market and those because stocks go up. So if I were able to pull up, say, I don't know, the December contract or the a contract a year out, it's going to have a huge premium, and that evaporates as we get closer to the expiration.
It's the dirty little secret, there, Jack. How we continue to make all-time highs when we roll into the next contract. Look at this.
There's no better feeling than getting in on the pullback, as we're pushing all-time highs and getting the stop break even and just letting it go.
Oh, man.
I feel very comfortable.
Good for you.
Very comfortable.
Man, I would have been chucking my keyboard getting stopped out like that, but Braden, nice job. And new highs, ES. The ES make new all-time highs. 18 points to go. Buyers are not done. Look at this thing go. New highs. 23,858. What's that delta, Jay, if you got that for me? Again, that delta, I'm assuming, is growing to the positive side, but here we go. 64.51 quarter. Braden, nice trade getting on this move. 50-50 on the tilt.
860s breaking out. Looking for another 14 points. I want to see 870s. But if we start to reject, I might cover 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to cover 5. And then I'm going to let the rest of this go. I've locked in 300 realized, 300 unrealized. And hopefully we can actually get some upside continuation without, pulling back and taking me out of this trade again. But we'll see.
I got you. I like it. Euro close in 10 minutes.
I like that peeling some off there,
I do too.
especially if we just
Yeah.
burst through the all-time highs, and like we did it.
Yeah, and I feel like this market has trouble breaking the all-time highs, and then really, running a bit. We break it by 10, 20 points, and then we get some deeper pullback sometimes. I would love to see this
Yup.
market pop 850s, run 860s, 870s, 880s,
Hell,
900s, but that's just
Look
how
at
it plays
you.
out in my mind.
I
Mm.
love it. Like an auctioneer. Again, about call it 80 minutes ago. 80 minutes ago, NQ was trading 23,617. We are now up 220, 230 points from there. A lot of green candles looking at that 5-minute. ES made a low 6409 about an hour and 20 minutes ago. We are up 40 points, 40 points from there. Buyers very strong. In the chat, who got long? Who's been catching this trend and moved to the upside? Some W's in there. Click like, click subscribe, closing at 177,000 subscribers. All right, we're going to take a bit of, market might be taking a bit of a breather here. Let the guys manage their trades. Look for the next opportunity. With that being said, we got some news. We got the hard-hitting news with James. James, you're ready. We made some all-time highs. We'll take a breather here. We got Euro close in 9 minutes. Come on in.
Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? I haven't been watching the show. Everything chill? Everyone having a good time?
Oh, yeah, all-time highs, baby.
Oh, good. We're all
Look for the 401k.
all-time highs. It's like the best band in the world. All-time low. Just kidding. The band's not good. Anyway, here are the news you need to know. Do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. A man has been repeatedly standing and blocking traffic for decades, and when arrested, he says nothing. He doesn't speak to his lawyers. He doesn't speak to the judge. He doesn't speak to the police. He just stands in traffic and gets arrested. This is called my retirement plan. I never knew what I wanted to do in my old age. Now I know there are options for me out there. You can stand in traffic. You can never say a word. It's glorious when you think about it. If you're thinking, well, put this man in jail. They've done that. Guess what he does when he gets out? He goes and stands in traffic.
Respect. Conviction.
As goals.
Yeah.
Yep.
He doesn't
Right
say
to
a
remain
word.
silent.
He doesn't say a word about it. It's the greatest job in the world. I hope to apply for it someday. I once saw a guy in Chicago do it outside my apartment for 5 hours, although he was yelling. That was a little bit different.
It reminds me of that woman in Chicago a few years back who wouldn't stop sneaking through airport security. You guys remember
Love
this?
her.
Yes.
Yeah, O'Hare.
Yes.
I loved her.
Unbelievable.
There's no
Dedication to the craft.
No real benefit from doing it, but everybody has to have a dream, right? We should all have something we wake up for every morning, whether that's fighting your way through TSA, standing in traffic, or
This is in Wales? Perfect.
this story. I don't know where this story is taking place at. Probably the greatest place in the world. Yeah, looks like Wales. Anyway, moving on, our next story is one a little bit closer to home for everybody. A doctor's office is charging patients more money if you ask questions. You better make sure you know exactly what you're going in for. If you want them to ask, you want them to check out that growth on your back, make sure they know about it beforehand. For me, there's no better sound in the world than asking your doctor a question and getting the response as they click the pen and slowly turn around.
Costume. Yep.
That's the kind of doctor I love. But yeah, this is a legitimate concern for a lot of people. What happens if you don't want to be completely honest, or you're withholding some information because you're afraid that your bill might be a little bit larger? Hospital costs are already out of control in America. So I see their concern, and also I don't know if I was this doctor's office, I would worry about losing patients, because I feel like this is just you're going to see this and turn away and find a different provider. But yeah, Jack, you come from a medical family, right?
I guess you could call it that, yes.
Your dad's a
I mean,
doctor.
people do ask, this is probably to curb the fact that now every pharmaceutical commercial on the TV tells you to ask your doctor about that medication. So I assume there's a lot of people asking a lot of questions. Is Ozempic right?
A lot of really fun jingles. The Ozempic curse.
Esta, whatever else it is. Also, I always hold back like a little bit of something on the lifestyle portion from the doctor, because I feel like it's their job to figure it out, right? And it's cheating, right? I mean,
Yeah, do your job.
you always
Do your,
cut,
do
cut,
your
cut a few
job.
drinks off that
Yeah.
that weekly thing. Like, you tell me if something's wrong with me.
Yeah, I know what's wrong with me. Can you tell me what's wrong with me? It's a game.
Exactly.
Figure it out.
Exactly.
And finally, my last story here before we hit Euro close. We talked about it this morning in opening call. Today is National Vinyl Record Day. And don't let vinyl records confuse you. They're still just as popular today as they were in the past. For instance, did you know you can buy such quality media as Imagine Dragons on vinyl? What would ever make me do this? I don't know. I have a horrible vinyl collection. Let's see
Look at
some
that.
more. Okay, I lied. Most of these are pretty good. That's probably the
Look at
worst
this.
thing I own. But like, look at this. We got Demon Days, Gorillas. Okay, listen to this on vinyl. You're gonna have a good time. I got Gambino on vinyl. All right. Oh, that one blends right in. Green screen. Camp. We got Blink 182, best album in the world. Come at me. Fun.
Yeah.
Some nights. This is only a half of my collection. I'm not stopping. We got Taking Back Sunday, Where You Want to Be, and Death Cab for Cutie. I've been emo since I was born. Happy National Vinyl Day, everybody. What are some of your
Wow.
favorite records?
How'd
I've
you
got
how'd you get that
vinyl.
Imagine Dragons one? Like, one of those is like way different than the others.
I don't know. I don't know why I have this. Truth be told, I think it's a curse. It's one of those things you wake up one day and you're never really quite sure how you got it. And all of a sudden, the lead singer of Imagine Dragons shows up in your night at the foot of your bed.
Yeah, screaming radioactive or whatever they do.
Uh-huh. Use
It's crazy.
vinyl, yes.
Very nice.
The Happy
Thank
National
you,
Vinyl
James.
Day.
Yeah.
That's true.
The
Keep
news.
collecting. Stop buying trash music. I love Sugar Ray.
The news that matters. Thank you. How about that, fellas? Come on, Top Step TV, get the hard hitting news here, Jesse. Where else do you get this type of stuff, man?
That was funny. I like that.
My brother
shoot.
has a vinyl collection. I do not. And I used to just, every time we were over there, it would end with me being like, we're playing all of David Bowie station to station and just sitting here listening to it. And it was awesome.
Respect. We
In
got
White Duke.
2 minutes till the Euro close. 2 minutes Euro close. Brady, still in this thing?
No, I did something maybe a little bit stupid. Well, I didn't lose any money. That's the good news.
Okay.
No,
good.
I had the 5 remaining contracts, and I think the average was, I forget, maybe 820, 830. I guess y'all have it up there.
Mhm.
Yeah, 834. So as this was coming back down, it was consolidating nicely. So on this 47 candle, I added 10 more micros. That brought the average to about 42. And I didn't want to go red on it, that's for sure. I just wanted to see this continue running. So I added into it, got stopped at break even, and yeah, I wanted to see the 40 sold. So
Okay. Look at this. Gold not done. Gold now above 3,400. Gold was trading. Gold up about $20. Gold up about $20 in the last half hour or so. Not with the spike, but it's just a grind higher. Gold trading 34.02 with the highs 34.07. 34.07. Euro close in 90 seconds. Jack, what do we do with the Euro close in terms of what we've seen in this? All right, gold not done. Gold is really pumping now. Gold's closing in on 34.05. Jack, I know we always keep an eye on Euro close. What do you want to look for as we hit the bottom of the hour here?
I mean, sometimes you can get a little reversal, but that's usually when you see something kind of squeezing into it.
Man, gold is cooking.
Right?
Gold is absolutely smoking.
I don't expect
Yeah,
too much
sorry.
movement there.
I'm in a long scalp on gold as we push these equal highs on the 5-minute. I want to
Well
see it
done.
above 410. 5 micros
Gold.
long at 3408.9.
Here we go. Here we go. The new EJ and Tony, I love that name, suggests suspending monthly jobs report altogether. Altogether.
To what end?
Heads up. Heads up. Heads up. 3410's new highs in gold. Gold absolutely pumping on this headline here. We might see some push to the downside in the ES, in the NASDAQ. Again, the headline just coming out. EJ and Tony suggest suspending monthly jobs report.
Well, that's a hot take.
Damn. Yeah. Ooh, that's could definitely be behind this gold. As you see, we see these uncertain headlines coming out, right? Suing Powell, you know, and also things like this. You see the pop in gold, right? Flight to safety, flight to quality, uncertainty goes up. We do see people jump in, traders jump into the gold. We'll see if it just cycles through. It's just a suggestion, perhaps, on Fox Business.
Yeah,
We'll
so
see
EJ and
how.
Tony, just for those looking at this for the first time, is Trump's nominee to take over the BLS. Once again, I think he has to be Senate confirmed. He's previously the chief economist for the Heritage Foundation. That is a hot thing coming into a new job to be like, well, what if we just didn't? I'm going to start trying that too. What if we just didn't do the big thing I'm supposed to do?
All right,
It's
you're
unclear what he
opposed?
means by suspending.
I think that's part of the uncertainty. We'll see that move in gold. We'll see that. So uncertainty. We made all-time highs in the NASDAQ. 2008-6-1 quarter. Jesse, how do we do this? Is this the pullback, or are we going to unwind a lot of this move higher here?
And we're due for a bit of a little pullback here. I'd like to see it, pull back at least down to the 800s. Maybe it could set up there for a little bit of a bounce play.
Okay.
Maybe we set a higher day today. That's it. Maybe it's over. And now we're just going to bounce around and grind. We're going to have to wait and see. The volume is still pretty damn strong, to be honest, for late in the morning. I'm well
Oh.
past my according to my analytics, I'm well past my time frame where I trade the best. So I
Oh,
probably won't be looking to take any trades. If I do, they'll be tiny.
what? I would talk to me about these analytics. What time frames do you see the most profits?
Oh, my green screen froze there. I'm not sure if I
Oh,
came
good.
out.
No, you're talking about time of day where you see most profits. What do your analytics tell you in terms of profitable time frames for when Jesse trades?
9:45 to about 10:30, 11 a.m. max. That's
Eastern time,
usually,
correct?
yes, correct.
Okay.
Well, the Russell is up nearly 2% right now. According to the Wall Street Journal, Perplexity is making a $34 billion offer for Chrome.
Who's Perplexity? Never heard of them. Should I know who they are?
It's one of the AI
Gotcha.
thingamajigs.
All right, we got gold coming back. Gold is pulling back. Gold is really moving today. Gold topped out at 35. Braden, did you take the scalp? Are you still in this?
No, we never really broke through
Okay, you
410. I had it played with, very tight risk, 2 points. I think my stops were at like 406. I got stopped out twice trying to trade it up, but it's just no momentum, no follow through really.
Oh, yes, 64.48. Bit of a pullback there. Pulled back to 64.43. Go from here.
Try and get some more
50.
information on that. I wonder if they mean like suspending monthly job reports until they figure out a new methodology or something.
Oh yeah, it's
It would
let's
seem
just
we
strictly highlight out.
would want the
We'll
job.
stay locked in. We'll stay locked in on the markets. It's just a headline. You know how this goes with the administration. Throw things out there, trial balloon it, if you will. See how the markets react, and go from there. But right now, so are they going to buy this dip here in the ES? Because we did see that that pop in the gold. Saw a little bit of a sell off in the equities, and it looks like everything's going to kind of unwind itself. Well, yeah, Jack, with the submission, yeah, they do the trial balloons, see how market reacts, and let it cycle through and kind of get back on course. Is that going to be the case here? Find out. Right now, headlines coming at you here. We got White House press briefing at noon Central. We got Thunderdome after this.
Could be
What else
lit.
do we have? We got Fatima Carlos. Then we got Lunchbox Trading with JD, Jason E, Coach J. Back to the Futures with Michael M. Coach. A lot of Coach J today. Good stuff. Then we got Power Hour, myself, Jack, and John London. It's been a minute since John London's been here. Great to catch up with him at the Power Hour later on today. The NQ still, they're still buying it up. Yes, they are. Wow.
All right, right back up to near the all-time highs. We got here Up 0.78 now, so we're outside the JP Morgan range in the ES.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be writing them a stern note if I go short here and get blown up.
We took you to task. We took you to task, JP.
Mhm.
Wow.
Get off of
ES.
TV, Jamie Dimon. Start working on those numbers.
All right. We got some seen a bull flag here. Where do we go from here?
Nvidia has flipped around. They're in the positive now, despite the news out of China.
Crude, $63.57. Man, oh man, oh man. Low day in crude. I've got about $1 range in crude. Low day 63.19. High day 64.34. Last trade 63.56.
A coin flip and the tilt on the ES. Yeah, I am patiently waiting for something to drop or pop here. Need a drop or pop.
I'm long him in Q again at 23.842, 10 micros.
One more time, 842.
842.
Okay. Only 10 micro. Gotcha. Hey, you stick to that trend. You do not. You're Brady, essentially you're okay losing money being long. Essentially what you're saying here, and that's obviously working. It's you're taking all trades to the long side, and you'll continue to go to that as you continue to push higher here. Respect that.
Oh yeah.
Wait, do you ever short? Because there
not
are
in
people
this
that
environment.
never short
Not in this environment.
in their ES trades or NQ
Not
trades.
in this environment. If we're a reasonable amount away from all-time highs and it's not, I don't know, within striking distance per se, then maybe I'll be short.
All right, I'm back.
Jesse, your patience. Watching these markets move. You sit there and you just gotta watch it. I respect the patience. It's not your optimal time window to trade. What do you do?
It's making it easier for me. Yeah, it's making it easier for me to be patient because we're not really in my optimal time frame. So that's making it a little bit easier to not jump in there and try to grab another trade or two. But right now we're all the way up here. It's just really grindy. I mean, it's good for some scalps. Maybe
optimal time frame. I always push back a little bit when we see the stats about time of day, time frame. What is it about 9:45 to 10:30 that is optimal? Do you think? Would you attribute it to?
I think Jesse froze for a second there, but
I think so.
I think for a lot of people, it's just that it gives time for your initial balance to develop or things to shake out at the beginning, but there's still volume in the market.
Yeah, those I think it's pretty arbitrary. Jesse, I want to ask you about your optimal time frame to trade. You said something. It sounds like it's about a 45-minute window from 9:30 to 10:45.
Or 9:45 to 9:45 Eastern time, so 9:45 to about 11 o'clock the latest. That's usually my optimal time. Afternoon, I can get a few trades here and there, but yeah, like at 9:45 to 11 o'clock is
ideal.
Ideal. I think to finish that with a cliffhanger there. Ideal, I believe, is what he said. We got Braden back in this thing long from 842 pushing higher here. We just made all-time highs, 23,861 all-time highs just made here on Top Step TV. Braden continue to get long.
Yeah, we could consolidate here for maybe a reasonable amount of time. So I'll try to get in on dips and maybe sell as we come up and test these 50s and try to get in again. Just keep scalping it.
So what's your realized P&L right now, Jesse?
Over on my Top Step Live account, $80 on the day. A couple of other accounts I have on the side here. One's about 1,300. The other one's around $1,100. So pretty good day.
Excellent.
Well done.
Nice. And then Braden, you're still in a trade, but
Oh, it's frozen.
you're making a comeback here, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm green on the day by about 30 bucks. I was more green earlier. I was about $300 up. Gave some back on that gold scalp, and gave some back on, pretty much the gold scalp.
Again, gold.
Really, what I'm trying to do is build a cushion right now. I know it's a little later in the day, but I'm still trying to build a cushion. That's my objective. Objective number one is for me to build a profit cushion. Trade no more than 15 micros in the beginning of typically the session, which I haven't had a lot of success doing. I'm just trying to build a profit cushion, and then if I can get aggressive, I will. But right now we need a profit cushion, which we don't have.
You definitely had one coming into the day. $7,000 yesterday. Very, very well done. Trading very,
Andre,
very disciplined approach. What's up, Jack?
Never thought I'd say this, but I have the RTY up right now. Been peculiar to see a day where it's killing everything. RTY right now is up over 2%. So I just kind of pulled up that chart to see if there's any levels of interest to look at here. Let me know in the chat if anyone's an RTY trader. I have never placed a futures trade in the RTY.
Yeah, it's up on crude. Crude continues to sell off a little bit here. 63.33, about 14 cents off the lows there. Something really moving. All right, looks like, oh man, I almost jinxed it there.
Wouldn't it be nice to see the elevator up one time?
Hey,
instead of the staircase. It would be so nice.
when's that going to happen? How come it never happens?
I'm waiting.
Oh, it did.
We
Well,
get the
CPI.
all-time highs. Yeah. Well, yeah.
But I feel you.
I want it through a level where there's no resistance above head. I want it through the all-time high. I want the elevator up.
Let's get there. 2008.6 1/4. 4 points to go. 3 points to go from air horn time. Air horn time.
May give this a whirl.
Any levels up here, Jack, in the ES? In the ES, we get my little bit of stall out here, or
so in the ES, we're very much kind of stalling out just around that all-time high in the SPX. Right now, we are trading pretty much exactly at that, and we've been kind of bouncing around him for a bit now, so people are taking a breather at that all-time high.
Crude still
I feel like there's a short to take. It's in the RTY.
Who's in the RT? Anyone trading the RTY? Ooh. Question for Jesse. How did you learn to control your emotions and FOMO, Jesse? Jesse.
There we go. My green screen had frozen again. What's up?
Question in the chat here. Jesse, how do you learn to control your emotions and FOMO? I think Jesse's in the chat. Jesse is in the chat. I see very, very much in the chat.
Yeah, the way that I learned to control my emotions, I actually had seen that question. I was gonna type it out. Thank you for bringing it up, but it was a lot to type. The way I learned to control my emotions was simple. It was suffering through all the freaking red days where I went on tilt, and enough pain eventually made it so that, hey, Jesse, you gotta work on this, and it just takes time. Anybody can learn technical analysis. It's textbook stuff. But learning to control your emotions, that takes time. And it took me probably a solid couple of years to start to learn to pinpoint my emotional triggers within trading. And then from there on, work on it. And I'd say over the last 8 years, probably the last 2 or 3 years have been some of my better emotional controlled years where I've been able to, stack on some good gains.
I like that. Well done. All right, we got about 10 minutes left here in Fast Markets. Got Thunderdome up after this. Lunchbox trading as well. Hey, look out. Crude just making some new lows there. 63.20, 63.19 is low. 63.21 last trade there. Get JD in here because we got live performance bonus and we got big board. Can't wait to see this. Who's in the zone, JD? Let me know when you are good to go. Love this. What's up, JD?
What's up, guys? Let's do it. Let's take a look at those live performance bonuses. We had 2 traders unlock these bonuses yesterday. First, Francisco Yu had a nice $24,000 winning day on Friday. Unlocked that bonus yesterday. Got himself $1,000. Number 6 on the big board with a total live profit of $17,901. And then we've got Ewing also, number 9 on the big board, locking in $1,000 profit. Ewing goes on excellent streaks. Friday, $6,300. Last Thursday, $5,600. A couple days of DLL, $1,000 DLL days, but then on Monday, another $7,300. So pretty consistent trader, keeping those winners big and the losers small. That's the way to do it. But Ewing unlocking another $1,000. Those are your live performance bonuses for today. All right. Give me the drum roll.
Bada 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 boom. Bada boom. Bada boom.
Thank you. All right, there they are. The big board. Top 25 live funded traders here at Top Step. These are the top 10. No change in the top 4. Guan C, Trader J, Yassine, and Alyssa all held ranks from yesterday. A couple of these guys were on our P&L board just a little while ago. Trader J, number 2 on the big board, took home a tidy profit of $7,126 yesterday. Made it onto yesterday's best live funded P&L board. Guan C, $106,594 in profits over the last 30 days. Guan is having an excellent month. All right, let's take a look at the second half of the list. Traders 11 through 15. A few traders to note. Srilatha down there in 12th place took home $6,157 yesterday. And Huang down there in 21st place took home $5,475 trading the NASDAQ yesterday. Those are a couple traders to note. All right, let's put up the top 10 one more time. Get your cameras ready. Take your screenshots. Make sure you tag Top Step when you post to social. You know the drill.
Thank you, JD.
Thank you, JD.
Got it, guys. Catch you later.
Yep, Juan's been putting up big numbers, big numbers.
All right, chat. I am in a short here. This is actually at all-time high prices here. I have sort of like this 1/3 minute double top with inducement kind of trade entry. As you can see, there's one top here, another top here, and then I've got the inducement that's come across here. Now this is on the 1 minute, so it is slightly less probable, but it is a counter trend trade that is at external protected structure which follows my criteria. Okay, chat. So this is completely valid for me. This is a good trade. This is my only sort of counter trend trade setups, which is, you know, double top with inducement or a triple top with the really tight take profit, which is something that's opposite point of interest, like the same point of interest literally that you're at. So in this case, it's really close here. I'm risking almost like, around 900 to make. It's like what is this? It's like almost 2 to 1. Okay, and I'm trying to sort of pass these combines in this one trade here. So I've already lost 637 for the day, and my daily max loss limit is 2,000 on these 50k combines. So it is a pretty hefty entry here. I entered I entered here at, let's have a look. As you can see, I entered in a short of this candle here at it looks like 85425, 85425, 425. So that was the first one. I mean the later was 8. Okay, the first, it looks like the first entry was 850, 850. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it at that and not include the scale in. It's a 10.5 point stop loss, and I'm aiming for what's that, 20.5 point, so it's like a 2-to-1 risk to reward pretty much. Very tight. You know, this is it's a decent counter trend trade at external protected structure. At all-time highs, you know, it's a bit of a risky kind of play, you know, trying to bet the short at an all-time high, you know, when price is obviously clearly bullish, but it's a very small sort of scalp here. I'm okay with the loss. If I lose it, then I'm just going to stop for the day. I think I'll only have about like a $500 or $400 loss gap anyways at that point in time. So yeah, really a bit of a tight one, but I'm sort of happy with this trade here. You know, it's counter trend at protected structure, external protected structure. So we'll see how the 1 minute and 3 minute fares out. But at this point in time, you know, it's a bit of a tough call. It could range, it could sweep me out, it could just continue to go bullish. This is low probability, you know, it's very low probability. So but it is still a valid trade for me. That's all I'm trying to say, chat. Okay, so as you know, we took the first L over here, took the first loss over here, and yeah, now we are in the second short over here. No long entries available, and yeah, now this is the second short here. So price is dangling around this area on the 1 minute, sort of struggling to come down. Let's have a look at what 3 minutes is saying. It is hovering around this area. I would like it to come down a bit sooner. Let's have a look at what ES is saying. S&P, I'm just going to overlay it. S&P is sort of, you know, a bit more flatter. So let's just see. Why don't I'll go ahead and open up ES on the side, chat. Okay, price is picking up, starting to move. Similar MES. Let's have a look at the 15 minute of each. Is that S&P hasn't hit the all-time high yet, but NASDAQ has. You feel me? That's the 80 all-time high there. So that's been now swept. That has been swept. I'm gonna hide the executions now. Looks a bit more cleaner. Yeah, I guess we just sit here and wait. So let's have a look at the 3 minutes. Actually, let's just zoom out. So see, there's a 15 minute has sort of, there's momentum, and then it kind of got rejected here, and then the momentum, and then it kind of pulled back a bit. Let's see what the 30 minutes is saying. Yeah, it's a bit of a slowdown. Not a clear sign of a reversal, but it is a slowdown. So we'll keep this short in play for the time being. Let's see if I can take any partials off at any point. I might even trail my stop loss a bit. We'll see if it comes down. I'm just going to move that back a bit. Just going to quickly refresh the page a bit. Seems a little bit slow. Is it just me? Okay. We shall sit and wait for this. I am going to keep my hands off. I don't want to interrupt it. Plenty of time have I interrupted it, and it has gone the right way. So I'm not touching it. I'll let it do its thing. Yeah, we shall see. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. I don't want to do too much. Hasn't warranted me moving to break even just yet either, so We shall see. Must sum me out here, chat. Must sum me out here, chat. Oh wow. What the heck happened? It absolutely flew past it. Oh my days, what a massive wipeout. Holy moly, what was that? Well, that has... Oh my gosh. Wait, that's confusing. Wait, how does my... Huh? Wait, I still have daily loss limit drawdown. What the... Chat, am I tripping? I still have... How does it... How did I get ineligible for funding? Now is it maximum loss limit? What do you mean? I still have your unrealized... Your unrealized what was a time of liquidation trigger. What? I don't know what the heck happened there. My unrealized profit was... What the heck? Yeah, I guess it just wicked me out, I guess, and I guess that was just massive slippage. I don't know what that was, but it says here, do not let your account balance hit or go below 49,510. But I'm assuming it did during the whole whack just then. Oh, what are you supposed to do with that when the market's like that? Is that? Alright, chat. I don't know what to do. What the heck? Massive slippage? Massive slippage? Oh, how am I supposed to forecast that? Just went straight through. I don't know. Alright, well, chat, that's it, man. All my combines have just been blown, even though there's still another 500. Oh well. Alright, chat. I will see you in the next